Alrighty, I want to show you a common mistake that I've had to teach employees as well as homeowners. A lot of times I get sprinkler calls. Mistake everybody makes, they're going to go dig up a lawn sprinkler. So you want to dig this up going this way and come over to the other side, and same thing over here. You want to dig it up going this way over here. You can kind of see the lines I have now. Biggest mistake everybody makes, they take their shovel and they stomp down with their foot and they break the pipe. So instead, take your foot, put pressure on the shovel and push in. Don't kick the shovel because you won't feel any resistance. If you just push down on the shovel, you'll feel it hit something if you're hitting a pipe or you're hitting a rock or whatever, or a tree root. At least you'll know you're hitting something so you can take your time and dig it up. Again, big mistake I see a lot of people make. Goes from a simple sprinkler repair to now broken pipe repair. Okay, step one for removing and replacing a lawn sprinkler, just to pop up. First thing you do is cut the lawn on either side and fold it back here. You don't need to cut the whole thing out, just cut a line on either side with the shovel, get underneath it, fold it back, leave your sprinkler in place. You then want to dig all the dirt carefully out from around the sprinkler and behind it. And you can see here, this is on a pivot joint, but if you look and notice, I have excavated all the way down to the point where, if you look here, you can see the bottom of the sprinkler here, and I've dug down beyond it. Why that's important is if you're doing a sprinkler replacement on the lower half of the lawn down there, there's going to be water in the pipe, and when you unscrew the sprinkler off right here, so next is to unscrew it. You can see this is on a funny pipe or a swivel joint, so it moves, and then it's also on what they call funny pipe that looks like a drip tube over here, and that's real common out here in California. So, and that gives it flexibility. Now, it became popular in the 80s on commercial jobs, and then they applied it to residential. Unscrew your sprinkler, and again, if you're getting ready to replace one down by the sidewalk, you need to be prepared to have your other one in your hand, as you can see, ready to go to thread on. So here on the upper section, you don't have to worry about the water coming out the end of the pipe there. And you notice now that I dug down quite a ways, a good inch past where it's unscrewing. That way I don't drop any dirt in it, so you don't have to flush them out. When you're done taking the old one off, go ahead and set the new one down on there, and just let it kind of self-thread. Don't force it. If it doesn't cooperate, go back and forth like this, left and right, in case there's any debris on there, and it'll clean the grit off. And go ahead and tighten it down and get it fairly snug. All right. At this point, you can pick up one of these tools at Home Depot or Lowe's, and I'll show you how that works here in a second. It'll be a little tricky with one hand, but you lift up this little ring, sorry, on the sprinkler here, and you can see, I'll show you in a moment how it clips on. Basically, take the tool, you squeeze it like that, release it, and it holds the shaft to hold the sprinkler up. So give me just a second here, see if I can balance this and show you how I do that. All right, pull this up, grab a hold of it. Now you can see it holds it in place. Go ahead and unscrew the blow off, which is what you use to blow them out if you get dirt in them, which we didn't do. We're going to be using variable adjustable arc nozzles. They're referred to as Van. This is a 12-foot throw. So the brown ones, made by Rainbird here, if you look, the brown ones are 12-footers. If you look on the top, it'll say 12-foot Van. Okay, now I want you to notice, if you look here really close, on the top of this sprinkler, you see a little notch that's missing right there. It's also got the letter L right here. That is where the left-handmost point will go. So if we're sitting on a radius, that's going to face this way once it's tight. And then you open the lower section, which is this. The lower section here by my thumb down here is what tightens onto that sprinkler right there. Okay. The upper section right here, you can then adjust. It has an open spot. If you look right here, you can see there's a little gap right there where there's no lines, right here by my thumb. And you can see you can open the radius to be whatever you need it to be. Hence, Van nozzle or variable arc. So I'll take a second here. We'll put the sprinkler filter in first. Then we're going to go ahead and attach the nozzle, get it in there nice and snug. Now you can release this, making note of where the notch is here. And then as you tighten the sprinkler here, I'm tightening it to bring that L, that notch, around to line up with my radius that I need it to be on behind me here. Okay, now that we've got that done, give me just a sec here. Reposition the camera. I'm going to go ahead and pull this back up, retain it, and now we're going to go ahead and adjust that radius open to where it needs to be. And again, if we're looking for that smooth spot, you can see it coming around right here. There's the smooth spot. And we're going to line that up going the other way. And all done. Next, just go ahead and put the dirt back in the hole. Flip the grass back over, and I'll show you a picture of that when it's all backfilled. You want to make sure your sprinkler's straight up and down how it's supposed to be. If you're on a hill, you want to make sure that it's angling with the slope of the hill. Anyway, nice and easy. This is a Rainbird 1800. The reason we're replacing the whole sprinkler here is because if you look, this is not a Rainbird 1800. This is a different series sprinkler. If you have the same series sprinkler, so if she had an 1800 or he has an 1800 Rainbird sprinkler, all you need to do is take your brand new one, unscrew the guts out of the old one here and take the lid off, which I'll show you in my next video, and swap the guts. And I'll show you how to do that on one of the sprinklers after I finish. Okay, next, as you can see here, we've got the dirt all backfilled in there, and we're going to be flipping the lawn back over. And give me just a moment, I'll show you how we do that, and then put it all back together. You basically just take this guy, roll it over, get any extra dirt from behind you here, put it back down, line it up where it needs to go. Get up here where you can see what I'm doing. So there's our sprinkler, here's our lawn, and one of the things you can do is kind of tap the edge of it here with your foot, so it'll go down in there nice and easy, as you can see. And there's our easy sprinkler replacement. And as you can see, when we're all done, you can barely even tell we did it. Good to go. And you want to make sure your sprinkler's at the right angle before you walk away here. And there you go. Good to go. All done.